Hi guys, so we just got home from work and we're going to be making dinner. There's my husband.
Hi guys.
And I wanted to share it with you, just quick and easy. I did cook brown rice in my rice cooker. You can set it for a timer recording. So I did have brown rice cooking. I'll show you that in the video, but let's get started. So I've got these chicken patties. These are from Costco and they're like a caramelized onion chicken burger, chicken patty. I'm going to put tomato on top and some seasoning, and then I'm going to do a zucchini dish, just roast up some zucchini with the portobello mushrooms, onion, and a little like light, I think, lime with those seasoning in there. And then here's my rice cooker. It's been done for an hour and it's just plain white rice, or brown rice. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I have everything here and I'm just gonna walk you through prep, and I'm just gonna do everything. So I've got it all on the cutting board, and I'll talk you through it as I'm going through, and then I've got the chicken burgers and I'm gonna be putting the zucchini in here. So first, I'm just gonna do the zucchini really quick. So I have some room on my cutting board. And I want these a pretty good size. I just cut off the ends like this. And then I'm going to cut them in half. And then just cut them in chunks. So I cut them in half and then just like a 1-inch piece, like that. So let's put a little bit of olive oil in. I'm just using a glass pie plate. So about a tablespoon of olive oil in the bottom of that. And then just throw the zucchini pieces in there. And then I'm gonna just put some of these into pretty big chunks. I'm gonna do like 4 of them in pretty big chunks. So they're pretty uniform. I'm just gonna throw them in the pie plate, and then I'm gonna chop up these other ones so that they're ready when I want to do the chicken burgers. And I'm gonna cut these in like smaller little pieces like this, because I'm gonna lay them on the chicken. Okay, and so I'm gonna just put those pieces in this bowl right here. And then I'm going to cut up some of the onion. So it's in strips like this. I used about a half. And I'm just going to keep some of these out. And then the rest I'm going to cut up bigger, because that's going to go in with the zucchini in like a big dice. And then I'm just going to throw that in there with the zucchini and the mushrooms. And then the last thing I want to cut are these really nice looking little Roma tomatoes, and I just cut the core out, and how I do that is just going around the core like that, and I cut through it and it just pops right out. And then I want to do these in slices. So that end I'll just keep for something, but I want to get some nice, pretty uniform slices, fairly thick. Okay, here is the zucchini with the mushrooms and the onions. So you just want to move that around, break up the onions a little bit, and make sure that you get kind of the olive oil on everything. And then I'm gonna I have this Italian seasoning. I'm just gonna sprinkle that on there. Garlic salt. And this is it's like Mrs. Dash, the no salt. Some black pepper. And just some lemon. I've got some lemons that I used in another recipe, and I'm just going to squeeze it on there just lightly. Just stir that up really good and get all of the seasoning mixed around. Make sure everything's coated. Just light and refreshing. And then just flatten it out. And I've got it set for 400 on roast on my oven. Throw the onion in. And the mushroom. And I'm just going to soften that up a little bit. Maybe put a little olive oil in there. Okay, what I did is I did saute up the onions and the mushrooms a little bit. And so I'm just going to put those on top here and evenly place like the onions and the mushrooms on all of the burgers that I got. Okay, I got the onion and the mushroom evenly placed on the burger. And I'm just going to put 2 pieces of tomato on each of them. Okay, this is something that you can or you don't have to add. My daughter really likes mozzarella cheese on this. I've got, it's a cheese that hasn't been treated. And depending, if you're sensitive to cheese, right now we've cut a bunch of stuff out. And today I, started adding some really skim cheeses back in. So not too much, just lightly, just so when it melts, that you don't want a big plop of it. You can do the shredded, which will help you to have less on there, or you can do, where you cut a slice and put it on there. So once you have all of them, if everybody wants cheese, just lightly coated with the cheese. And we're going to just do light of the Italian seasoning on each one. And then we're going to do a light of olive oil and balsamic vinaigrette. So I'm just going to do a very light hand on those. Not very much at all. Don't want to overdo it. Just a light drizzling of olive oil. So it's kind of like when you're at the Italian restaurant and they do like a bruschetta with the vinegar and the olive oil. Okay, so I'm going to get those in the oven. Okay, I just took the zucchini out and it looks wonderful. And then, so I had the zucchini on for maybe 10 minutes on 400 roast. And so I had the chicken burgers in for about 5 minutes at 400. And now I'm putting it on broil. The cheese is already melted and I just want them to be heated all the way through. They're already pre-cooked, but you want to get a nice browning on top and really cook the tomatoes. Okay, I just pulled them out of the oven. You can see they're just nice golden brown. Everything looks all caramelized on the edges. It just looks beautiful. So I'm going to plate this up and see what the family thinks. Okay, so I've got them all plated up. They look wonderful. And I wanted to show you, I did find a gluten-free soy sauce that is organic. That means it has not been treated by GMOs, so it's not genetically modified soy. And I've read that the fermentation process, it kind of kills the allergen that sometimes people react to. Okay, guys, so what do you think?
The chicken's very moist. I love the tomatoes. It brings a real freshness to it. It's good. I like it.
Good. What do you think of the zucchini?
Just the right crunch.
Good.
This chicken's really good.
So out of
This
5,
is
what do you
it looks
think?
like in your mouth.
No, don't show him what. Jeez, that's my husband.
Wait.
Oh, when you mix a little rice with it, it looks like this.
Stop,
I'm
guys.
just kidding.
I really like the chicken. It's really moist and it has a really good flavor. And the zucchini is really good too.
Good.
Can I try yours?
Nope.
It's probably better.
No, then I deserve it.
She's so giving.
Yes.